Welcome back. Good game reviews. Another stinker. Oof, Patriots might be in trouble. They really might be in trouble right now. Another week of poor play by all sides of the game. Well, I wouldn't say all sides of the game. Once again, special teams was all right, so they didn't mess up too much. But as far as both sides of the ball, offense, defense, let me start with defense first because I usually start with offense. I'm going to start with defense. Defense, for some reason, there isn't anything that I can really point out except for poor execution, really. I mean, the players on the defense just can't make plays. And I know we can put that with how you have some starters down. So Trey Flowers was out. Eric Rowe, which I really don't even consider him a starter, to be honest. I could do without him, but he was out. Patrick Chung, big piece of that defense, he was out. So you're missing a lot of pieces. But at the end of the day, it's just, I feel like even with them, the game might have been closer, but just not really the same. And they did a few things, just a few. Out of that whole game, there were only like a few positives on the defensive side of the ball. The sack from Dedrick Wise, that was the only sack of the game. The only sack in 2 weeks, which is horrible. I really would have liked to see more of Derek Rivers and Adrian Claiborne. I know they had this one formation where they had Derek Rivers on the outside. They had Adrian Claiborne on the inside. Malcolm Brown was inside with him, and on the outside they had Van Noy, I think. Van Noy. I would have liked to see a little bit more of that with Derek Rivers. Somebody just sent me a message. But yeah, offense. Well, let me get back to the defense. You had the one interception from Bentley, and Bentley's not going to be able to do it on his own. I mean, we have to get more out of our linebackers. And Hightower, I thought Hightower coming back would be the positive because we were missing him last year, and that was one of the things that we were able to fall back on when it came to the poor linebacker play. It was like, well, we don't have Dante. Dante's not here. So when he gets back, this defense is going to look different. It really doesn't. Doesn't at all. This has to be the worst I've seen the defense play in a while. And if you pull back to last year, I mean, those first 4 weeks were atrocious. But this is, you know, I don't even know a word. Give me a word in the comments if you can. Offense. Offense is clear. It is very, 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 very clear that we do not have playmakers. We don't. We don't have playmakers. If all you have is Gronk, then you're not going to get too far. I think they said Rex Burkhead went out of the game with a neck injury. So now we're down another running back. So you lost Jeremy Hill for the year. Rex Burkhead showing signs that he just can't stay healthy. So now all you have is James White and Sony Michel. So you got a guy who can kind of run, but not really. And he was there showing that he can catch, but he hasn't shown that at all since he's been here. And I'm talking about Sony. And then you got another guy, James White, who can catch, but I mean, he can run, but he's not that power back that we need. We need a true power back, and that's what we're missing. I mean, besides that, James White was the only person to get a touchdown. So really, that's it. That's all you got to land on. You have Chris Hogan, Philip Dorsett, and Cordell Patterson. You're not going to win a lot of games with those guys. That's just the facts. You're not winning games with them. You got. There's a time where you can say, "Oh, we have this system. We got this way. We can take players and then put them in, and then Brady can do this and that, and he makes players better." Like, we've experienced this before. We've seen this in different seasons. We've seen this in the 2015 regular season when starters were just dropping like flies. We've seen this in 2013. We've seen this in 2006 before we got the playmakers. Here's the thing. When you're lacking receivers, in 2006, that's going back to before they were able to acquire Moss and how they got to trade for Wes Walker. But anyway, when you're lacking receivers, you're not going to be able to win games. As great as Brady is, and he is great, you are not going to win games without wide receivers. People are going to keep on saying that, oh, it is okay. We got the running backs. Okay, those running backs are starting to drop like flies. So who are you passing to? Oh, we got the tight ends. One of the tight ends, who was supposed to be one of your main pass catching tight ends, is out with some chest injury. And then you got Dwayne Allen, who hasn't caught a ball yet, I don't think. And all you have is Gronk. So there's your tight ends. So now you're looking at your wide receivers. Where is it? Expected to see Josh Gordon out there. Didn't even think about even putting him in there. I don't even know if they consider the fact that just the fact that people see him out there makes the other side play different. The fact that he could have been out there and the other team sees him lined up and he goes out on a go route or whatever, that changes how the game looks. When you have playmakers, and I'm going to give the Patriots some hope. Now, once they do realize that they need him out there, they're going to put Josh out there, and then you're going to get Edelman back on week 5. And so you're not going to have just Cordero and Patterson lined up on the outside like I've seen tonight. You're going to have Edelman out there. You're going to have Josh Gordon out there. Chris Hogan's probably going to stay out there. Let's be honest. And then you're going to have Gronk. And those are going to be your main pass catching weapons. It's going to look different. It's going to look different, and they're going to need to get those playmakers back as soon as possible. They've shown that they can't do with less. Not this year. If the defense isn't going to play, then you got to get it from your offense. And if the offense isn't going to play, then you're just going to have a losing team. I know people are saying that these are the Patriots and yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing. You got to look at how things are looking right now. You need playmakers. Trust me, it will look different. Later in the season, this will look different. You'll be able to look back on this video and you'll be able to say, what was he worried about? Hey, you might be right. It's going to look different because playmakers are going to step in, at least on the offensive side. Now, the offensive side can be helped because right now the only thing that's keeping the offense from doing what it needs to do is lack of playmakers. Defense, on the other hand, that's up to Bill. He has to go out there and get he has to go out there and probably get some better defense players, but he's not going to be able to do it this season. So you're just going to be stuck with the defense that you have, and you just got to hope that the defense can hold it together and keep these games at least around 25 points or lower. That's a lot expecting. That's expecting a lot of this defense. They got to keep it that low. That's what you wanted. That's some high expectations, especially for this defense. But that's where they need to be in order for this team to win games. Because Brady's not going to be able to bail them out, at least with these players that they have right now. It's just not happening. So grades, defense, F, solid F. Couldn't stop the run. A team that has a history of not being able to run the ball gained 100 yards, over 100 yards, excuse me. One running back had over 100 yards alone. That's not accounting the others. So, over 100 yards rushing from the Lions. F. Secondary. Couldn't make plays when they needed to. F. Poor tackling. F. Couldn't rush the passer. Couldn't get any hits on the passer. Only 1 sack. F. Only 1 sack. And that's from the guy with the messed up hand. F. Okay? Offense. Sorry I got to do it to you. F. Players didn't make the plays they were supposed to make. Huge drops from both Philip Dorsett and Sony Michel. Chris Hogan, once again, couldn't get open. Gronk was just blanketed the whole game once again because it's all on him to make plays down the field. And then Cordero Patterson, only like 1 catch. So yeah, F on part of the F on the offense. Also, you know, Brady through the interception, and I won't say that was just him making a bad throw. I would say that was a really good play from the corner, Slade. Slade made a nice read and was able to just read that whole play. Came in, got the interception. So hey, I'll give it to him. Tom Brady still had his mistakes though. Special teams, I had to say C+. I mean, they pinned them back a couple times. They didn't allow them to run it back and gain a bunch of yards on kickoffs and punt returns. So actually, I'll go ahead and give them a B. Really, I mean, they didn't do anything amazing, but they certainly wasn't the reason that the Patriots got in that hole that they was in. So yeah, B. I'll give the special teams once again gets a higher grade than both the offense and the defense. Something has to change. Something has to change. This has been Good Game Reviews. Excuse me, my head is just gone. Good Game Reviews. Leave a like if you want. Subscribe. Hopefully I can just get some more of these videos out. I promise it won't just be Patriots games. Right now, I'm just sticking to what I can. If I were to try to go through every game through this whole season, it would be work. Especially since I'm pretty much doing it on my own. It would be some work going through every game. But yeah, I promise I will try to do a lot more than just Patriots games. Only reason I'm doing Patriots games is because Patriots is my team. So I'm going to watch the whole game. Trust me, I'm going to watch the whole game through the good and the really awful. I'm going to stay stuck to that TV watching that game so I can get back on here and drop these videos and give information from the game and how the plays look. Well, this has been Raheem, and this has been Good Game Reviews. Good luck next week, and I'm out.